Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where today we're continuing with this as per usual, but only for 30 minutes today, because man am I tired and boy am I still trying to get stuff done with. We're kind of, great. We're kind of like, trying to just catch up with stuff because I had to help dad out with the new doggo my daddy got. So, yeah, gotta catch up on stuff, and boy, am I tired. Today has just been full of annoyances and aggravations, the likes of which you've never seen before. But I'll get into that. Maybe we'll see. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Now, the one thing I do want to talk about mostly is first we do this, is the fact that we're in the shading process of the big project. And guess what? We are averaging at least 3 characters shaded an hour, which was a surprise to me, to say the least. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. I couldn't have prepared for something so surprising before. Also, before I do anything, let me just remind myself what we're doing here. Where is this precisely? Yeah, that's where that is. So this is right here. We're right here in this spot, which means that this is probably going to start going outwards in this direction. So let me figure this out. But yes, that's good news. I was honestly surprised. I'm glad though, because the less I have to worry about there, the better. At the very least, this puts my mind at ease. If my estimation is correct, I should theoretically. No, even's not what we want. I should theoretically be able to get all that I need to get done with that particular shading process within the span of about, let's see here, probably around here-ish. Yeah, get the shading done with here. And the texturing process I know is not going to take that long. Matter of fact, when I look at it, the drawing and how much is left in terms of like what there is to texture in, there's not that much left. So that's also a relief, which means I will be able to start doing this more off camera again now that I've kind of gotten into the swing of this. I'm going to need to do some other stuff outside of building the levels or zones and whatnot. I need to do some things, i.e. voice recordings. I still gotta figure out what the hell is wrong with, the thing not accepting the thing, because it's not the same name directory. Part of me wonder if it's just corrupted, but also, just redo the recordings and only to 4 or 5, and see if I can do better voice-wise. Because I'm going to be able to do it so soon. A lot of frustration here. Voice is not in a good spot, unfortunately. But that's just the way things are with the stupidity that is work. So let me break it down for you. The asininity that I've had, the displeasure of having to deal with. The machine that we're working on is so goddamn broken, and it's been like this for a while now. And if there's a short amount of these particular products, things start to be even worse, because it probably becomes more apparent as time goes on. So now I'm dealing with this problem that's just constant and never stopping. What's wrong, cat? What you doing? What you scoffing at? So yeah, that was annoying. That was extremely annoying, and multiple factors were not helping. I just don't understand why they can't just fix it. They can't just take the time to fucking fix it so that we don't have to deal with this constant frustration. Would be nice. Would be really nice. But apparently nobody wants to fix it. I don't know. That's what I feel. Even if that's not the case, it just feels like that's the case. You know? It feels like something here is the case. And even though it shouldn't, it does. I can't help but feel that way. They don't like it, we'll fix the damn thing then. For the love of all that is unholy, fix the damn problem. The problem with these stupid machines breaking down, and they're getting worse and worse every day. They don't fix shit. They need to fix it. And then we won't have these problems anymore. If these problems are fixed, then there will be no ish. But until then, the ish persists. Until maybe one day it gets fixed. So the frustration I've dealt with definitely took a toll on my voice. So I might sound a little bit raspy, but that's fine. You can't do much about that. I'm also doing this pretty late. It's like, as you can tell right here, 4:45. On a Wednesday, as you can see where this is. That's where I'm recording it right now, literally last minute. You get to see it in full. It's just... I'm just so damn tired, man. I'm so damn tired. I want to get doing this more because now that we finally got the music done with, I want to get some more work done. Would be nice. So I'm also going to figure out what you're going to fully be. I don't know just yet. Okay, yeah, we'll do this. Because this is vertical, this will be most of the horizontal. I guess the one thing we haven't figured out is what we plan on doing down here yet. Well, I guess if this is the case... What the... Okay, I don't know where those numbers went in, but it's fine. 15? Alright, yeah, 15. I think most of that's probably not going to matter as much. But still. Might as well just put the numbers in and see where it leads us. So yeah, problems. And also this month's drawing set is still quite, arduous. Arduous. You pronounce it arduous or arduous? It's not a G, that's for certain. I've spelled that, and it's definitely not a G. I don't know why it sounds. It doesn't really matter. It's just the way it is. Oh, fucking Christ. It's fine. It's fine. I can fix it. But yeah, this month's set of drawings is actually going to be quite a pain. Yeah, just for the fact that we had criteria, which I'm glad I was able to get done with, but it still took a bit of time to get it finished. And then, of course, there's still an episode of Elementals Reborn, which is a pretty big one character-wise. So there's going to be a decent amount of characters for me to have to draw. Luckily, though, I know what I'm doing with the story or the episode for this one. Like, I wasn't too sure how I wanted to go about entering into this, so having it be a little bit, funny. In the sense that the characters are like, what do you call it? Ariel and Amador refusing to not change their outfits. Kind of like going off of a joke that most main characters don't change their outfits for whatever reason whatsoever. Same even applies to Genthru, but Genthru basically is fine in the cold and the heat. He's literally omnidirectional in the temperature format of the entirety of Etheria's intense environments, whether it be the volcanoes and deserts or the tundra, the mountains and whatnot. It's a nice little funny thing. And then, of course, when the new season begins, that's when, like, an outfit change occurs. But yeah, aside from that, it was basically just a nice little, I guess, a nice calm episode to ease you into the big battle that is to come. Okay, that's fine. Yep. The plan is that as it is. And that was what it was, once I figured out what I wanted to do with it. Of course, it also meant that there wasn't too much substance to it. Like, it could have obviously been some, like, filler, but it wasn't for the fact that we move into the big main part of this episode. This would be considered a filler episode, but no, this is a main. Part of the main storyline. So I can't really say if it would be main, because I guess the cultists are kind of part of the main storyline, right? Well, either way, that's what I have at the moment. And I already have my plans and, plot set up for the next sets of episodes. So I'm good on the writing process there. I just gotta get to actually writing it. Then, of course, aside from that, there is the drawing all the characters. Now, I know each episode in Elementals Reborn is going to be pretty big. Oh yeah, I forgot to keep okay, you know what? Fucking, for shits and giggles, I want to set up Zone 3's navigation stuff. Let me see. Zone 1 level completion script. And that came with... Alright, level hub script, which doesn't... Which one? Was it really this? I have level completion script for the sake of the fact that... Where are you? Oops. Where are you? Here. Okay. I'm going to presume that you're going to be a long one. We're doing this. 1, 2, 3. And this one. Yeah. Shut up. I know. I'm getting to it. You stupid error message. We made a grid, and now we're going to go on ahead and set this up on camera. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Even though you were just fading, get out of my face anyways. Okay, so let me see here. So you have a main path, then you got split paths. It makes more sense to separate these digits as they are, because these are not going to be in the same vein. If I had this be 10, that would be 2 digits anyways, so having them separated into digits makes more sense to me. So we got the main path, the split, and then the other split. So this will be A, and this will be B, essentially. Alright, now how many side paths do we have is the question. Now I could probably save this now just so that this is not getting screwed. And also on top of... Oh, wait a minute. Now let me just set this up real quick. So this is probably side path 1, side path 2, 3's over here, 4's over here, and 5's over here. This one, I think it's going to be on its own variable. You guys don't need to worry about that one, so... That's 5. 2 in the beginning, third one where the skull lever is, and as well as the other zone. And then, of course, the 4th and 5th one. Okay, so I can get rid of this now. That makes me wonder, do I have potentially Zone 1 completion? I got Zone 1 nav and Zone 2 nav out for me, but I'll worry about that later. I just want to get this set up so I can set up the level hubs and not have to worry about adjusting all of them later. It does not look like I have that. But that's not too hard to remember. The main path was 2 digits. Then, of course, the left first side path was 1, and then the second one, and then the third one, and then the fourth one. This one's the 5th one. I mean, we could just keep it long. I don't know why we wouldn't. And you got this just showing if it's on a path. 1 is this, 2 is that, 3 is this, 4 is that, 5. Yeah, side path, side path, side path. So it's really just. And it really just delete these and then that's fine. Everything else is as fine as it needs to be. It's been a bit since I've done that, but I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue to remember. This basically just makes it so it shows that the level is completed. That's why this is important. Okay, so now we gotta incorporate. Alright, I'm gonna just do public long zone 3 final. I gotta remember everything that went into this. Public static long zone. Hey, perfect. I'm glad you were smart enough to realize what I exactly wanted. Of course you were smart enough to realize what I wanted exactly. It was so simplistic. Caveman could have done it. Alright, this one, however, I do not believe you're going to be able to figure out. Maybe you can? No, definitely not. You cannot. Alright. Okay, so now where's my save state at? There you are. Let me move you over here so you don't get bumped out of the way. Alright. I'm going to need to do that, but let me focus on up here first. Public, yes, perfect. Thanks. Thanks for realizing what I wanted. Alright, let me save this, then let me save data. And let me go back to here. I also need to do something with the start menu, I think. Oh, perfect. You're really doing it good, aren't you? That's loading that, and this is one's already saved. What? Wait, hold on. Select file. Oh shit, right, of course. Perfect. I wasn't expecting you to actually do the thing I wanted you to do right there. Wait, why? Hold on, what am I doing? Yeah, it makes sense I could do it like that, but also it makes more sense that I could do it like this, you know? Just copy and paste it. I gotta remember what all needs to be copy and pasted into this, is the thing. I think that's all for that, right? File 4, File 3, File 2, File 1. Worst case scenario, we just have everything in File 1, delete all this, and then put all of this back in again, just so that the the thing is where it needs to be. Ugh, God, my voice. I'm hoping it recovers for free. What do you call it? Perfect. And I think that's it. I hope that's it. It's been a while and I don't remember all the things. And in this area, there's still the start menu, of course, and resetting it. I don't think it needs to be out long, but I don't see a reason why I shouldn't. Primarily because it's just, might become an issue if we don't. Where was it again? Alright, new file. Were you the one that... No, you did not. I don't remember exactly. Wasn't it like in the start? Yeah, here we are. Can you? Perfect. I'm glad you realize. But I think it's just a case of enter. Oh, you have a zone 1, then you have a zone 2. You probably want zone 3 as well, don't you? And I'm like, yeah. And it's like, all right, I got you covered. Cool. All right, so now 3. What is tab? Oh. What? I'm confuzzled. Okay, I see. Tab. That is actually also... I'm learning these things as I go along, but I don't use this as much because I kind of got done with most of the advanced coding. So now the basic coding is just me copying and pasting the things that I've already done and making it into different zones and whatnot. So that's what we have here. Zone 3 completion. I'm pretty sure that's all there is to this, right? There's like nothing more. Alright, so we gotta remember the first digit is the main path, and the second digit is the A path to go to the left, and then the third digit's the third split path to the right. B path, side path leads you to the voice logs. And the next path one is the tar pits. Skull lever's next. The lever that opens up the tar pit gates, and then of course the optional area. Which, you know, looking at this, it's funny to think the levels that are you don't need to complete in order to get 100% side quest and main story completion. Skull levers, the keys, the voice log, and everything else. There's only 2 levels you don't need to do here, and it's this. But all the other levels are mandatory if you're going for all the little side quests. It's just fun to think about, like, which ones are mandatory, because technically speaking, there's only like 14 levels here that are mandatory to beat. The rest you could just ignore if you wanted to. But that's not fun if you're not exploring and having fun. So, yeah. I wonder if I should... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about navigation right now. I only have like 8 minutes anyways, and I spent most of that freaking building this thing. Alright, so yay, now I can get rid of this zone script. Actually, let me put this in. Is there any way I can do this? Well, you know what? This at least brings me to here, so I think that is good too. Alright, I guess I'm doing 4 next. I'm skipping 3, then going to 3. Alright, what about you? Alright, really useful. Really, really useful. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, this is a 1. I don't remember if this is supposed to be 0 or not. I think it's supposed to be 0. I gotta remind myself, but I think it's supposed to be 0, right? We could just look at it right now. Let's see here. Main path is greater than or equal to level. Wait, no, less than or equal to level. Right? That's what that is? Yeah, less than. I believe that's what... No. That is greater than. I am too tired to remember math. Remember that? Raft, too tired to remember math. It's coming back to us. In this right now. That's greater than, equal to, level. If it's completed, boom. So that means 1. It has to be 1 then, right? Greater than or equal to. And if the level is 1, then that means it's 1. So, boom, I've come to the conclusion. But even though I've come to the conclusion, I still think it's a good idea to go to previous zone just to see. I'm gonna go to grasslands, and because I'm literally right there, so why not? Can I go and see your little hub? That's right. And you're just that, so that's not a problem. Cool. Mountain crusher. Okay. Alright, I'm here. And I'm about to explode. Anyways. God, my throat cannot deal with this right now. I gotta bring this over here. So you're gonna be... You're path 2, you're path 3. So you're path 4, and you're gonna be 2. Alright. Right, that's gonna be an issue, isn't it? I don't know how to do this exactly. Let me just actually go here. How do I do this? Ah, yes. Okay, no, that's easy. That's easy enough. B L. In this case, it's 1-2. To get rid of this, though. I'm questioning where this should be height-wise, though. But also, you're going to be that, so I can't have a straight piece here. Take me down to the level hub. Alright, here I go. Which one was it again? This one? Yeah, it was this one. Okay, 180. I don't think I need that here. Boom. Okay, cool, great, fantastic. You're already set, right? No, you're not set. Okay, remember. Path 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and 2. Yeah, because it'll be 0 as soon as you get to there. Complete that, it'll become 1. Complete that, it becomes 2. Yeah, perfect. I haven't the foggiest clue which one this one is. Wait, actually, no, there's a very easy way to tell. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Easy. My God, it's so easy. It makes the most sense. Of course. I think that's all that I needed to change here. Okay, so... Boy, we only have like 3 minutes left. This was definitely an eventful episode. Hey, but I gave you an update on some things. I think you're probably going to be about like right here. Most likely. There's going to be like a gate here with a mountain kind of like going over, curving over, having a thing going over here. Which then leads you into a level that's going to be... Okay, that's not what I wanted. That's going to be... That's not what I want either. That's going to be going over here. This one that we're not going to worry about making yet because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a level that requires me to get a little bit more knowledge on what would be the best way to make it difficult. Nevertheless, though, the mountains is probably going to start rising up here. This is at least giving me a good idea as to what I have to work with. If anything, however, I think I can at least bring you down a few pegs. Right, so then you're 4-3. You are not the one I'm looking for. You are 18. Okay, good, great. I mean, it does kind of help just mapping out where these need to be at the moment. Now, what I'm hoping for is that once Friday comes and I have the ability to record everything I need to record without hopefully being interrupted and obviously getting this stuff done with, I'll be able to get more of this done with. But right now, I am glad I at least got the script finished and one grid space. Oh man, think of it like this though, the project is coming along nicely. The shading, thankfully, is averaging 3 characters an hour, which means that I am closing in on finishing this project sooner than I thought, which is great. Which means sometime mid-February or maybe early February, I could start doing stuff off camera again and finally make progress on this game. In the meantime, though, I think that's all the time I have for today. There's 20 seconds left on this timer, and I'm turning it up. And I also got to use the bathroom real badly, so thank y'all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. I'm very tired and delusional and loopy and just want to go to bed. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, Previous episode of Game Crash right over here. And the most recent episode of After OT Session right over here. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode, hopefully with a less raspy voice. Later.